What's up guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my monthly recap where I basically just kind of give you guys a rundown of everything that I bought this month. Not necessarily that I liked or didn't like, but just, you know, just like my thoughts on the stuff I've been using and buying and perhaps liking or not liking. But yeah, that's what we're doing here. I don't really buy enough stuff or use enough stuff, I don't think, to have like brand new favorites every month, but you know, I just want to kind of give you guys my thoughts, because some of these things, it's like I don't want to make an entire video on, you know, but at the same time, I want to still tell you guys what I think. So here we go. So before I get started here, yes, my background is quite different. Well, a little bit different. Obviously, I've been kind of like rearranging things in my house. So if you've been wondering where I'm at, I've been rearranging my living room and turning my living room into my bedroom slash living room. It's like a hotel. And yes, I am going to end up doing like an apartment tour at some point, because I realized I did have somebody who requested that video, and I'm going to do it once we get everything sorted out and I get everything where I want it. So another reason why I haven't been able to film as much lately, because my routine's kind of out of whack and my filming setup's just kind of been migrating around my room as I've been rearranging stuff. So we're kind of back where we started. I'll stop babbling about that and just go ahead and get to the video. I'm going to start with something I've been using to take my makeup off this month. This is new to me. I think it's also new to the Pacifica line. This is their Coconut Dissolve Cleansing Oil Rehab. This is basically just an oil cleanser, but it's actually lasted me quite a long time. I think it was $16. You get 5 ounces. I only need a very, very little bit to take off all my makeup at the end of the night, and it's been working pretty well. I don't think it's been breaking me out or anything, but I have something that has been breaking me out. We'll get to that in a minute. But obviously it's an oil cleanser, so you're just gonna wash it off anyway. I just use my other cleanser, the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser, to just kind of do the double cleanse job, so it's not like sitting on my skin or anything. And something that I've noticed about this, it's different than just using like regular old coconut oil, because I can actually, like when I put this on my hands after I rubbed it into my face and kind of massaged it around to get some of the makeup to break apart, I've noticed that when I go to rinse it off of my hands, it actually will rinse off in warm water, like all on its own. There's a little bit of a residue, but it's not like any other oil, like I would say like straight up coconut oil, where it's just the water's just gonna bounce off. This actually does its job of oil cleansing. Like once you kind of rub it together, it will wash away with water, which I think is really interesting. And you know, so far I like it. I don't think there's really anything super special about it, but at the same time, it's a good price. I like the pump because you don't have to, like, you know, glom your hand into coconut oil or dump olive oil on your hand. It's just like one of those little, you know, fluid pumps. Okay, so that's that. The next thing I'm going to talk about, because it's just burning a hole in my desk right here behind me. This has been the month of mascaras. It's been like March mascara madness in my house. And it all started when I placed an order on Ulta's website. I was buying some stuff on Ulta's website, and I was like, I'm gonna get the mascara that I like, which is the Essence Lash Princess False Effect Mascara, my favorite mascara of all time. And I like buying it online because there is no safety seal on it. So I'm weirded out when I buy it in the store. I will, but it's just, I don't like to, you know what I mean? So anytime I'm purchasing on Ulta's website, I try to get like 2 or 3 just so that I can go ahead and have them without knowing whether or not somebody may have opened them at the store. So they were sold out on the website, and that's where this all started. That's where my mascara journey began, okay? Instead of that one, I bought the Essence Lash Princess. So basically the same, they have like 3 different colors in this little line they have. This is the Lash Princess line. There's like a corally peach colored one, the green, and then there's this one. And I believe this one was the only one in stock. This is the Sculpted Volume Mascara. I hate it. I just do not like it. It does this really strange thing to my eyelashes where it like clumps up all at the base of my lashes. Like it will put a ton of product right around the base of my lashes, and then when I try to when I'm like spreading it, it doesn't spread. It doesn't go all the way to the end of my lashes. It's really strange. I'm assuming it's just a really wet formula, which in general, I actually don't mind wet formula mascaras. I actually kind of like them, especially for like my upper lashes. But this one, it's weird. It like deposits the mascara and it doesn't comb it all the way through your lashes. And I think that was like their attempt at like a voluminous mascara where it'll kind of like make them all voluminous at the base of your lashes, but then it won't lengthen them. And that is partially my mistake, I guess, because I don't have long lashes in general. I don't need just volume mascara, but I thought, well, how much different could it be than the False Effect, you know? Because that one was out of stock. I'll buy this one. I'm sure I'll be able to live with it until the other one comes back in stock. I was wrong. I think I'm going to actually declutter this. And I know that you can, I know of like a rescue organization online, but it's in Georgia, I believe, where they use recycled mascara wands. It's called Wands for Wildlife, and what you can do is you have old mascara wands. They use them to remove fly eggs and larvae from the fur of like wild animals, like at their sanctuary or whatever. The bristles are really close together. I'm assuming they don't just rely on donations. My guess is they probably order those mass packs of like spoolies online, but they do like it when people, you know, donate their old mascara wands to the cause. And I think that's what I'm going to do with this one, because honestly, you can't recycle this like it's a makeup. Some makeup products, obviously, I was actually talking to one of you guys in the comments of my empties video. You can recycle the vast majority of beauty products just by cleaning them out. But I think when it comes to like mascara, I do not think that you can, I don't know if you can recycle these. It just probably depends on where you live, which where I live, you can recycle just about anything. But generally speaking, if there's something inside of it like this and you just can't clean it out, you can't recycle it. But yeah, you can definitely recycle these through Wands of Wildlife. And I will actually link that in the description box down below if you're interested in doing something like that too. So I might just kind of collect some old mascara wands and do that. And I actually have an old mascara wand for my empties video too. So my next little mascara, like I said, this was the month of March mascara madness. This is the Pacifica Black Crystal Supercharged Extending Mineral Mascara. Oh, this mascara has been a pain in my butt. And honestly, I think I dislike this one less than I dislike the Essence, the purple one. But my God, the one thing that makes me the most mad about this is you get 0.21 ounces of, you get 6 grams of product in here. Twice as much in this, it's $4.99, than you do in this. This one is $13.99. And I thought to myself, you know, I haven't heard good things about the other Essence mascara, but I'm going to try this one because it's new and I bet it might be good. I was wrong. It sucks. I have been able to get some use out of it by using it on my bottom lashes, but honestly, I don't know that I would ever be willing to spend $13.99 on an exclusively bottom lash mascara after I've waited for it to dry out the appropriate amount of time to where it's actually useful to me. So I just don't think, I mean, the packaging is cool. It's got little holographic crystals on it. It's really pretty. It's I like the length of the wand. This is like my ideal length for a mascara wand. It's not too long, it's not too short like the little minis are. It's just not good, and it has a hard time putting any mascara on your lashes. You have to build. I have to do 3 coats of this before I can actually kind of see my lashes. It's very, very weird. It just, I mean, if you like a more natural mascara, then I might recommend this. But generally speaking, if I'm going for like a more natural mascara look, I want it to at least darken my lashes, and this doesn't even do that. With this one, I'm actually gonna try and use it up on my bottom lashes, and then I will take the wand out, wash it, and send it to Wands of Wildlife. I have another mascara. And this one I actually like. I don't like it as well as the Essence Lash Princess, but I did get it because it was one of the deals or whatever. Like, you know how they're doing their 21 Days of Beauty. On the first day, Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. This is like a cult favorite. I've never tried it, and it was 10 bucks. So I was like, I'm gonna try it because I've never tried it and I want to. I actually bought 2 tubes of it because it was on sale for 10 bucks. I was like, I can get a high-end mascara for 10 bucks. Okay. But honestly, like I said, I still like the Essence one better. I'm gonna use these because they are usable, but just not my favorite. Like, it's okay. It's just, yeah, it doesn't do as much for lengthening my eyelashes as the Essence one does. I've never really found another mascara that quite does it like this. Quick little thing though, this is the coolest packaging ever for a mascara because it is like, it's like fabric, and it doesn't roll around when I go to lay it down on the table. A+ for that. All right, so another makeup item that I have mentioned in a couple of my videos that I'm still haven't made up my mind about. This is the Makeup Revolution Fast Base Stick Foundation. This is in the shade F1. First of all, I love the packaging. It's very, very sleek and just a very like matte plastic. It says Makeup Revolution on it in rose gold. This is what it looks like in the tube. I mean, it's just a standard stick foundation. This is about how much you get. I've used maybe 1/10 of this product, which honestly isn't really that much for a stick foundation, as many of you know if you've tried stick foundations before. But here's the thing about this. I think it breaks me out, and I think it's this. So what I did was I wore it for a few days, right? And then my skin would start to break out. So I was like, I'm going to stop wearing it for another week or two. And then I'm going to start wearing it again to see if that is in fact what has been breaking me out. And this is the only thing that I've changed in my skincare or in my makeup routine. It's the only variable that has changed, and I do think that it has been breaking me out, unfortunately. I kind of did some research into like what ingredients might be doing it, and I think it's the wax, because these obviously have to have something in them that holds it together that a fluid foundation wouldn't have, and the wax is really the only thing I can think that would be clogging up my pores and like giving me little bumpies. I've also noticed, and I'll try to zoom in so you can see, I do plan on doing a full review of this foundation, but if you can see, I do have texture on my cheeks, and I think this has actually made it worse, for starters, but it really just kind of clings to that texture, and it's just a really, I don't know, I think this is one of those foundations that, depending on your skin type, you're gonna like it if you have maybe oily skin. But if you're like me and you have dry skin, I mean, I just don't know. I will give you my full review, but it's just going to take me a little bit longer of using it, I think. So something that I got, this is not a new product in anybody's world, but it is new to me. This is a Kat Von D Studded Kiss lipstick in the shade Poe. This is that like navy blue shade that was popularized when the line first launched years ago, and I love it. So, story behind this. I didn't get the new formulation. They've since reformulated this line, but guess where the rest of them ended up? If you guessed Marshall's, you're right. They're at Marshall's. Go look and see if there's any left. But the only one I picked up was Poe. They had a ton there when I was there, but this is the only one I grabbed because it's the only one I thought was like unique enough to me to be worth me getting it. And it's like the only one that I had always wanted, but just never wanted to actually pay full price for. So when I saw that it was $7.99, I grabbed it. And I mean, as it turns out, it seems like at this point, I think I like it enough that if I ever use the whole thing, I'll buy it, you know, like at a VIB sale. Probably not like the full price of like $18 or whatever they've repriced them to, but honestly, I love it. I think it's a really good blue shade for me. It's not too dark for it to not look blue, because sometimes blue lipsticks can look not blue on me, if you know what I mean. But it's very, very similar to the Liquid Catsuit lipstick that I really love by Wet n Wild. It's a little bit more shimmery and sparkly, which I actually like about it. It's not super dry, but I have owned these lipsticks in the past, and I do know that over time they do kind of dry out pretty quickly. So crossing my fingers that that doesn't happen, but yeah, so far so good. I really do love that lipstick, and that is probably one of my favorite purchases of the month, aside from the next two. So it's not really a makeup product, but this thing, okay, this is basically what it looks like. It is for filing papers away. But what did I get it for? Yep, palettes. This is my new palette storage, and I love it. Now, they don't fit like perfectly in there every single way, but they work really well for me. And this is all the palettes that I own, aside from my Modern Renaissance palette, which is in my Pan, and my Makeup Revolution little shade and light palette thing that I use randomly. But yeah, these are all my palettes, and the reason that I got this was because I was like, I need to be able to see all of my palettes, because at one point in time I was just rotating them out of my little makeup box. But it got to the point where I felt like I wasn't getting enough use out of them, or that I would just want another palette, because it's like I couldn't see what I already had. You know, all of my little palettes right here. I've got my bigger palettes up here, because that's just the way that they fit a little bit better in here. My Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. And this palette. This is another thing that I got this month that I love. So this is the next thing I'm going to talk about. Zoom out just a tad here. Sorry, my desk is so messy. I apologize. But yeah, this is the BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette. I've already done a couple of videos using this. I love this palette. I just love it so much. In a way, it reminds me of the Kat Von D Saint and Center palette. The way that the colors are muted and yet still interesting and fun. Like, that is definitely my favorite kind of palette. I'm starting to have a type when it comes to like colorful palettes. I love the muted but interesting colors, you know what I mean? Like, I like bright colors too, but I don't know, I like a good mix of kind of muted and bright, and I think it's a really good palette. I can't believe the price of it. I'm surprised BH hasn't like raised the price on us, because it's just really that good. Palette storage. This is definitely the star of the month. I think I got it for like 28 bucks on Amazon or something. I'll link where I got it down below, but it definitely doesn't sit on top of my desk because it does take up a lot of room, but I have it like down here on my other little table, like this little end table that kind of sits next to my desk, and that's where I keep my palettes, so that when I need a palette that's not something I'm actively trying to pan, you know, I can just see all of my palettes at once. But yeah, guys, I think that about wraps it up. I'm always just gonna give like a random recommendation for music each month, like something that maybe I've just rediscovered and been listening to, like in my car. Like, that's just how I'm gonna do music recommendations. Sometimes it'll be a new song, but a lot of times it might just be stuff I've been listening to. So some stuff I've been kind of rediscovering is, for one, boy disco. If you guys don't know what I mean by boy disco, I mean like let's just
I heard you're doing okay, but I want you to know I'm addicted to you. Forget that I'm addicted to you.
I'm sorry, guys, if you totally hate my channel now. I don't blame you. You guys remember Simple Plan? I've just been like rediscovering like these old bands lately, like from Okay, guys, I'm done. I promise. No, I'm not. I'm not done. Let's do some more songs. So that's like I love that song. That's SR71, if you're not my age and just don't really listen to any of this kind of music. But I have been loving listening to this music like this month for whatever reason. Like, me and my husband were like sitting here one night, and he played this song that started it all, and then we just went down the rabbit hole of our past, and this is where it all began. And then we just sat here all night like listening to old music. Do you guys remember that song? Man, I love like just reminiscing and like going through old music. But yeah, these are my like recommendations. That was Yellow Card, by the way, a song called Ocean Avenue. Here's another one. Let's just do some more. Why not? You like Jimmy Eat World?
I don't care if you're angry.
Yeah, I freaking love that song. That's Jimmy Eat World. That's a song called Get It Faster off Bleed American. Man, it's just fun, like going through songs from my past. So I think that's Motion City soundtrack. Enough Motion City soundtrack. But yeah, I love Motion City soundtrack. I listened to them a ton in college. I think I saw them in concert once too. It was cool, and it was fun. Like this music and a lot of people are like, oh my god, you listen to Fall Out Boy? That's so lame. No, it's not. It's fun, and they're good. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Don't let people judge you for listening to this. You listen to it as loud as you want to all the time, driving downtown. Nope, nobody should care. They shouldn't. It's fun, and they know it. They just don't want to admit it. Okay, last one, I promise. Last one, I promise. If you guys want any more recommendations, though, please let me know. I do want to make like an entire video all about music, but my god, I would have to make like 14 videos about it. Like, that could be a whole another channel, all like what music I listen to regularly. You know what I mean? Like, so, and that's actually something that came up in my Q&A, which is going to be a really hard question for me to answer. Let's be real. But, yeah, here is another song. This is again, it's like an older song, never really got super popular, never really got the recognition that it deserved, in my opinion, but it's a song by The Faint, and it's called The Geeks Were Right. Okay, so that's a really good song. I totally recommend it. It's kind of weird, kind of cool. Definitely not in the same category as the rest, but it's just one of those songs. Like, it's just, these are just songs I've kind of like rediscovered this month, and I've just been like liking listening to really loud. It's just really fun. So yeah, I am going to end that right there. As far as like TV shows this month, I'm always gonna be watching The Mick. I freaking love that show. It's hilarious. I really do need to watch the second season of Santa Clarita Diet. I love that show too. I just haven't seen the new season yet. So no spoilers, but anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber and you want to be, just hit the subscribe button on your way out, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.